Hello. I'm a social scientist, so I work with scientists and science communicators to figure out how we can tell better stories and design better messages, especially when it gets to difficult and controversial topics. But today, I'm going to tell you a bad boyfriend story. I'm from Iran, and I grew up where our schools were separate, boys and girls, so I didn't have a boyfriend for a very long time, until I was 18. And I go to the university, which is great because they're boys, and I have finally a boyfriend. And somehow I managed to find the worst person in the world to date. My friends really tried to get me to break up with him. And they show me all these facts and data about how horrible he is. Like the text messages that he sent me that was very obviously not intended for me. Red flags really everywhere. I totally ignored all of those data. I was so in love. You see, my friends were trying to change my mind with facts, and this was the matter of the heart. I was filled with fear and anxiety of what will happen if I break up with him. I would probably be alone for the rest of my life. No one will ever love me. Getting people to break up with bad science is not that different. We try to change people's minds with facts and data, and these are also very highly emotional topics. When we try to get people to think differently about climate change not being real or vaccines not causing autism, they're also filled with fear and anxiety. What will happen if I give my child this new vaccine that I don't know much about? What happens if this green new job takes away my job? So, okay, if facts and data are not enough to change people's minds, then what is? Well, social science has one solution that I really like, and that is becoming more trustworthy science communicators. I did eventually broke up with that boyfriend. Success. And during that process, I did have a friend that really helped me, and I really trusted him. And he had all these features that social science says you should have to be a trustworthy person. He was empathetic and open and really listened to me. He was kind and caring and was there for me when I needed him. He was very honest, so when I told him to be real with me, he really told me the truth. He was competent, so he gave me really good advice when I needed solutions, and we shared a lot of mutual values that he reminded me towards the end of that relationship. That if someone doesn't respect you, they don't deserve your company. Interestingly, some of the same features were the ones that I saw while I was collecting my data at the Adler Planetarium for my dissertation, where you see how scientists and the public are talking to each other, and you start noticing that scientists that are more open and kind and listening and inviting are getting people to open up, ask more questions, be curious, and connect with them. Even audiences that it might seem that they don't belong there, like if they believe that the universe is only a few thousand years old. I talk about all these solutions, that's great. But to be honest, quite often I lose hope about changing people's minds. And when I do, I have to remind myself that I did eventually dump his ass.